And this is where you saw it?
Yeah, it must have been here.
You wouldn't have even realized that you could get into the sewers from here. The entrance wasn't exactly clear.
It's well dark.
You can say that again. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Actually, I might have a torch in my pocket.
How do you do that?
Magic!
No, but seriously, mister, how does a light tube work?
Shush, I'll tell you later.
It can't be gas or oil, it's far too small.
I said shush. No need to get so curious, it isn't that interesting.
What was that?
Process of elimination suggested it must be the Thames Terror. If we stay quiet, don't move, then it might not come any closer.
Too late!
Run! Get off me! I can't see a thing. Where's the torch? This is hardly a fair fight. How am I supposed to land a punch on someone I can't see? Oh, I see you. They wish I couldn't. Get your hands off me! You're choking me! Now you're off. Stay off. You're strong, aren't you? You'll leave a mark grabbing me like that. Let go. You're breaking my arm.
Hey, ugly, look at me.
You better not be talking to me.
Get off, Antoine. Have a go at me instead.
Doesn't seem to be working. Still crushing my bones.
Fine. See how you like this?
Ouch! Are you throwing stones?
What else do you want me to do? I'm not getting any closer.
I don't even think I can feel them. Got any bigger ones? Good shot. Looks like you dazed it.
My aim's good.
Yeah, well, hitting it in the head was a smart idea. Meant I could get away from its obscenely strong grip. And now I've got my torch back. Let's take a look at this thing. You might want to avert your eyes, Sally.
It's running away.
That might be a good thing. I thought it would be dazzled by the light, but not that afraid. Perhaps it's sensitive to it. That would explain why it hides here during the day.
Safe in the dark, like most monsters.
Precisely. We should get out of here before it comes back for another round.
How's your arm?
I'll be fine.
It looks bad.
Since when were you a medical professional?
I know what an arm looks like. Yours is bad.
It's fine. I'll recover. It's not the most pressing concern.
Your neck looks bad too. It really tried to kill ya.
Don't remind me.
So what are you worried about?
That thing was a human being once.
What?
Like us. It was once like us.
Can't be.
How many more might there be? Let's just hope there's just the one.
So yes, it's all rather simple. I'm hosting a dinner party tonight and I needed the staff.
But it's just me.
Well, I'll be around to lend a hand.
Really, miss? You don't need to be doing that. That's my job.
Can't expect you to do everything.
Right then, miss. Shall I get on with some cleaning?
Yes, I suppose that's what I hired you for.
But, just me. Yes?
Yes, I just need you to make sure tonight goes smoothly.
Easily done. Now, if I could get on, miss.
Of course, yes. But first, what should we do about food?
But there's no one to cook.
I can do that. I'm not totally useless. What? It's fun. Therapeutic.
If you say so, miss.
Oh, but that needs to stop. Call me Georgie.
If you think that would be proper.
My house, my rules. Well, ish. If I make a list of food and drink and the like, could you pick it up for me? I can pay you extra, that isn't a problem.
You don't need to do that. It's all part of the service.
I feel like you must think I'm weird.
Not in the slightest, Miss Georgie.
What with me not really knowing what I'm doing. I'm just not really used to this style of living.
Ah, new money. Of course.
and my guests are expecting all the trimmings. Proper dinner party feasting. They're from around here, you see.
But you aren't.
Not exactly. It's all rather complicated, Jemima, so I'm somewhat reliant on you.
It's all right. That's my job.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Is there something you want to ask me?
Your hair. I've never seen anyone's look like that before.
I'll give you my hairdresser's name. Might have to wait a while for an appointment, though. About 100 years or so. But there's something else, isn't there? The money on the table. You don't seem even vaguely interested in it. It is the right currency, I checked. Made sure the doctor gave us the right stuff. Is there something you want instead? Are you in trouble? Is your family okay?
You don't need to worry about me. I won't cause you any problems, miss.
That's not what I was getting at. Is there any way I can help you? Genuinely.
I've lost my family. I don't know where they are. So I've been forced to find employment until I can track them down.
I have a friend who is incredible at that exact sort of thing. Help me, Jemima, and I'll help you.
That's very kind of you.
It's the least I can do. You're the most real person I've met since we got here. Of course I want to help you. You seem nice. Good. You don't deserve to be on your own in this world.
Thank you, miss.
And I told you, none of that miss business. Georgie or nothing. Tell you what, I'll only help you on one condition. That you don't treat me like an employer. I'm no better than you. More like two friends helping each other out. Doing each other favours.
If you say so, Georgie.
There should have been another way. That dear woman didn't deserve this. I liked her, yes. I guess that's what happens when you spend so much time with someone. Growing attached. Well, that certainly wasn't part of the plan. I wonder what Georgie and Antoine would have made of Muriel. She could have come travelling with us. What she would have done. Alas, it wasn't meant to be. How many people have you met over the years, Doctor, who you wanted to show everything to? How many outstanding people have you encountered? Too many. And not enough. And now I'm stuck with two survivors. That's a little harsh. Georgie only did what she did in Stalinist Russia because, well, she faced an unbearable situation. Being trapped in a time and place you don't belong in. Well, you understand that better than most, don't you, Doctor? You see why she did what she did. That's why you like her. And she's mellowing, getting accustomed to this lifestyle. She's going to be a good friend. Yes, she is. And Antoine, if only he could be more honest with me. But then I suppose I was never truly honest with Muriel. Perhaps you would have understood if I'd have told her the truth. I'm an alien. I'm over 10 times as old as you. I have a time and space machine. Maybe not. But if I could have shown her, taken her aboard my TARDIS... Maybe it's better for me not to think about that. Still... I've still got my two that need looking after. No time to think about a third. I wonder how those two are getting on. I do hope they can be trusted to complete their little tasks with minimal fuss. I've got bigger things to do than babysit them.
Doctor, if you could follow me. I am sorry to have kept you waiting for so long, and a close personal friend of the detective.
Oh, yes, that. Quite. If you wouldn't mind leading the way.
Is it a golfing friendship?
Oh, probably.
Is everything all right, sir?
A little too distracted to be talking trivialities right now. That friendship malarkey can We save that conversation for another day. And I'll tell you all about the detective swing and choices of club as soon as I have seen my dear departed friend.
Understood, Doctor. The morgue is through here, sir.
Yes, thank you, officer. Will you please leave now? I'd like to have a moment alone.
I shall wait outside. Knock if you need anything.
Oh, Murray Hill. Well, you're too young to be covered in a sheet like that. Well, let's have a look at you. Oh, my darling. You really have seen better days. I dare I can guess what the pathologist has identified as the cause of death. That looks painful, too painful for words. You shouldn't be like this. No, not at all. Why does the world insist on being so immensely unfair? Why do the good people suffer the most? Not you, my dear. You shouldn't be caught up in this. I'll make sure you rest easy. I say, officer, come in here, will you? Have there been any other deaths like this? Violent, motiveless?
With a single eye removed and a great rip in the chest. 5 others, just like it. We're well worried. Didn't know how a man could do that. More like some monster. Tearing through people. It ain't right. Inhuman-like. They reckon it's another ripper.
No, none of that.
Sorry, sir, but that's what the men have been saying. But what man could do that?
Perhaps this wasn't the work of a human killer. I must be leaving. Things that require my attention.
Before you go, sir, her personal effects. She wrote a letter addressed to you. Must have been shortly before she died. You should have it.
Thank you.
And did you not want to see the detective while you were here?
What? Oh, that lie. No, not important.
You don't seem fine.
I'm not. Whatever that thing was, it did more damage than I thought.
Your hands, they're all bruised and red.
Must have been when I tried to fight it off, having a bad reaction or something.
Your leg, too. I see you're walking funny. What are you gonna do?
Clean myself up, patch up the aches and pains. We've got medicines in the house.
This is your house? It's huge.
Well, I'll share it with a friend.
It's massive, Antoine. How do you afford it? You ain't no good at...
Yes, we all know I'm rubbish.
But you got this. Why all that time on a riverbank? You don't need that cash like I do.
Take some of the cutlery, it's silver. Could get you a pretty penny.
Really?
You said it. You need it more than I do. Take what you want.
How big?
Make yourself at home. I'm going to sort myself out.
Hang on. I know why you're here. You came to sort out that monster, didn't you? You came to save us. Antoine, thank you. You're a good man.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
I'm with Antoine. Brought him home, I did.
No, we don't have your sort in this house.
And what's that supposed to mean?
The lady of the house won't be happy.
Lady of the house? Antoine got himself a rich woman, has he?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave and not come back.
You speaks like me, but you hides it. I still hears.
Out!
Antoine?
What is going on in here? Why are you shouting at each other?
I found this urchin. Probably here to steal things.
I ain't the sort.
Who are you?
He calls me Sally.
And what are you doing here, Sally?
Like I told her. I helped Antoine back.
He's back.
Miss?
Ah, yes, I forgot to say. A gentleman also lives here, Antoine. He's a nice enough guy. Not too much trouble.
He has tracked mud into the house.
Dirty, though, it would seem.
I guess I'll get cleaning.
That can wait 5 minutes. I'll put some tea on, see if you can find something for Sally to eat.
Oh, you don't need to trouble yourself.
No trouble, I promise you. You look like you could do with a good meal.
Thank you, miss.
Why does everyone insist on calling me Miss? Georgie, please. That's my name. Use it.
But you're a lady.
I haven't been called that in quite some time. Help yourself to milk, sugar, whatever you want.
Really? But it's a luxury.
Not where I'm from, and certainly not here. Help yourself. You too, Jemima.
But the dirt.
After tea. Come on, while it's hot.
I never had tea before.
Don't burn yourself.
No, shan't.
You haven't got any, coffee, do you?
The doctor didn't think to leave us any, and whoever lived here didn't have any.
Coffee?
I've only had it a couple of times. Can't afford it. But the buzz.
You liked it?
I was clinging to the roof all day, rushing round here and there.
Magic drink then. What's it like?
Bittersweet.
And the energy. I felt like I could run miles. Until I ran into my mistress and got milk all down her silk dress.
Shouldn't cry over spilt milk.
She screamed.
Seems like you've made friends.
Antoine, feeling better?
A little, thank you.
Better? What have you been doing?
Got into a fight.
You must be the gentleman I've been hearing about.
I guess so. And you are?
Only a little mad about all the dirt you've traipsed into the house.
I took on a monster.
Monster?
Only just got away. More by luck than by judgment.
You seem to clean up all right.
You're going back, aren't you?
Got to. Can't leave us out there.
At least you're dressed for the part. Nice gloves.
Yeah, they are nice.
Clearly has good taste.
Anyway, I'm heading out. Georgie, would you keep an eye on Sally for me?
Hey, none of that.
You're much safer here.
She's welcome to stay if she wants to. Are you going to be okay out there on your own? Want a hand?
I can handle it.
I'm coming too.
You're too young.
I said I'm coming.
Keep an eye on her.
He seems nice.
He needs my help.
I shouldn't let you leave.
He don't stand a chance on his own.
I'll start getting ready for the dinner party.
Oh, that! I'd completely forgotten.
So you can't stop me.
Should we follow her?
Antoine will look after her. And she's right, he will need help.
From a girl.
Don't underestimate what a woman can achieve. Jemima, I've got to ask, and please don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes you speak so eloquently, your voice is so soft. But then others, the words you use are rough. I don't mean to inquire and don't want to start talking about class, but
My family had money. Not an endless supply, but enough. I was brought up well and fell into this. It rubs off on you, living and working like this. I suppose I've become the missing link between you and Sally. A hybrid of the classes.
I know you're there, Sally. Don't treat me like an idiot. I know it's you.
But I was being quiet.
I've got good hearing, and had an overwhelming suspicion that you were going to follow me.
I get it. You was testing me to see how brave I am.
Nothing of the sort. Perhaps a little curious to see what you'd do, though.
I know that riverbank better than you. You needs me. The local knows.
Maybe I do, but anything happens, you run away, you understand?
I'm no coward.
I never said you were, but sometimes it's most courageous to retreat.
Fine. Deal.
It's not like I'm going to get seriously hurt.
You got plenty of it last time.
Sally, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm from the future, so I can't die. Not here.
That how it works?
Sort of.
You lying to make me feel better?
Sort of. Oh, no need to hit me.
Come on, I was only playful.
You got me on one of my bruises. Stings.
Sorry, Antoine.
Come on, Zen, if you're coming.
Dratted vegetables. Hardly seems important anymore. This allotment was supposed to be my sanctuary, my holiday. Not anymore, I guess. It isn't worth the effort. Oh, my carrots were so close. Maybe another time. Maybe one day I'll find somewhere truly peaceful and I'll have a proper rest. Yes, I'd like that. Maybe when I've dealt with Antoine and all his mysteries. Frustrating boy. don't want to read your letter, Muriel. Not yet. The final words of a dear departed soul. These things, well, should be savoured. But what did she want me to know? Always in the thrall of curiosity, eh? Dear Doctor, it feels strange to be
writing to you like this. But then, this is the ideal way for us to communicate, surely. People of our age and sensibilities. And it means that I do not have to face you. I feel ashamed for leaving you so swiftly. But I did not see another way. I am weak when it comes to emotions. Weaker still when family is concerned. Talking about my sister is a troubling subject. In light of that, I wanted to thank you for how kind and considerate you have been to a woman such as me. I have come to care for you greatly, and I hope you feel very much the same, though that is perhaps the naive romantic within me. But whatever the outcome, I do hope we get to spend more time together in the forthcoming future. I would like that very much.
Oh, my dear. Oh, my dear, dear darling. I'm so sorry.
Ah, Doctor, I see you're back.
Ah, yes. Mr. Robertson. I'm here. May I help you?
I am sorry about the news.
As am I.
I thought I'd catch you up on last night's activities.
What? Oh, the sabotage. The vegetables. Can we not do this another time, when there aren't infinitely more important things going on?
But this is interesting. May I sit?
I'll make us some cocoa.
I stayed up all night.
Kudos.
I kept an eye on the vegetables, you see, my plot. I figured that would be the best way to catch this scoundrel that is doing this.
Makes sense. I take it you had some success.
Of sorts, yes. It was getting late, or early, depending on your perspective, and I was getting rather tired. I had built a small fire, had to keep warm, and I was working my way through the picnic that my housekeeper had provided for me. Very generous lady. Anyway, amidst the odd moment when I rested my eyes, nothing happened.
Then why are we having this conversation? Don't tell me you napped through the important parts. This human need for sleep always struck me as a design flaw.
No, I saw them disappear.
You saw what?
I watched my vegetables get stolen from in front of my very eyes.
Well, you must have nodded off.
I can see why you wouldn't believe me, but, Doctor, it genuinely happened. They were pulled through the ground. As soon as I spotted it, I was on my feet running over. Ended up having a tug of war over a carrot. Didn't end well. It was like this. I was holding on as much as I could, but it just pulled away.
Are you sure it wasn't just an exceptionally hungry animal?
That's what I thought. But then what could it have been?
It must have been a trick of the night. It was dark, you were tired. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Be careful where you step. I've set traps and everything. This isn't happening again. Not with my prize onions.
I'm sorry, what? Traps? Show me! These are some very heavy-duty animal traps. Quite vicious ones by the looks of things.
I wouldn't get too close or touch them. Might lose a finger. Or more.
Are you sure this is a good idea? You might not want to antagonize your vegetable thief. I never thought I'd say that.
I don't see you offering any better ideas. I've got to take this into my own hands. Protect my vegetables.
Yes, I see that. You tend to your vegetables and your traps, I suppose. I have another lead I want to follow up.
All right, Doctor. I'll see you later.
Well, he's clearly very interested in his allotment, though it's a little sad to see a man driven to such desperation over some onions. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, with Muriel. I would like that very much.
Very much.
To see you again?
A veritable treat indeed. Your conversation is always stimulating, and I must admit to have seen a glint in your eyes that truly excites me. I imagine you are quite the rebellious youth. Perhaps it's wrong of me to think that I'm the naive one. You clearly don't understand what my intentions might mean. It's wonderful, truly is, to see such innocence in you. I suppose anything else would be better said in person. I shall sign off with a confession. I am glad to have met you, Doctor, and I see you fulfilling a role not dissimilar to that of my dear missing sister, though perhaps with different undertones. Yours, Muriel Baxter.
Oh, Doctor, there is no shame at being sad at such a loss. I guess there's one course of action to take. I'll find her sister. Let her know how wonderful Muriel was. And it might not achieve anything, but these humans always go on about how important closure is. I'm sure Muriel's sister will want to know. And there's a part of me that wants to talk to her. Come along then, Doctor. Use all of your detective skills and make this right.
Good to see you both. Glad you could make it at such short notice.
Well, you know how it is. We had to be here.
Always good to see you, Georgie.
Yes, Miss Cook.
Well, anyway, we're glad to have the Roguesmiths over, aren't we, Jemima?
May I take your coats?
Here, take care of it. It's expensive.
Yes, sir.
You're somewhat familiar with your staff.
Who? Jemima? Perhaps. It's all a matter of perspective.
And yours is rather different. Yes, we've noticed that. It has been mentioned a few times.
Oh, you've been talking about me, have you? Had a good gossip?
We wouldn't dream of it.
Anyway, care to come through to the adjoining room? Jemima will bring some drinks in. What's the weather doing, eh? It's been quite terrible of late.
Indeed.
Though other than the patter of the rain, it's quite quiet around here. Not what I was expecting.
What do you mean?
Well, everyone keeps to themselves most of the time. And you don't see kids playing outside. Does anyone have children? I haven't seen any.
You strike us as being sufficiently observant to notice things if they are or aren't there.
Is it just the one girl you have here?
Staff? Yeah, just Jemima.
For such a big house, that is mildly peculiar. Does she cook and clean?
She is talented like that. Though I do lend a hand with things. I make a mean paella.
I'm sure you do.
But this isn't the only house lacking people to run it. I hear your butler went missing. I'm not one to listen to idle gossip, but, well, has there been any sign of him?
No, he's gone.
And it's so hard to find good staff these days.
That's the way it goes sometimes. Things happen, people move on, and not always by choice.
What happened, if I can ask? I mean, it sounds like he didn't just disappear one day.
There was an accident. He had to leave the household.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you close?
He had been with us for years. He was trusted. It will take a while to find an adequate replacement.
It's always a shame to lose people that have been in your service for that length of time.
Well, Jemima hasn't been with us for too long, so I wouldn't know. But if you lose someone, that's always a bad thing.
Precisely. What are we supposed to do now?
Get someone else?
Well, yes, but that is somewhat obvious to say.
I'm sure you'll find someone pretty soon.
Perhaps we already have.
You think so?
We can trust her.
Then we could do this tonight.
I'm sorry, what? What are you doing tonight?
You can help us, can't you, Georgie?
I feel like I've missed a step in this conversation, but if you need help, then I'm your woman. Tell me what you need over dinner.
I got to ask, what you gonna do? Not the same again.
I've got a better idea of what to expect this time.
That all you got?
Last time I went in blind, figuratively and literally. This time I know what's waiting for us.
Do you know how to find fight it?
I've got a few ideas.
Nah, you got more than that. Say you do, Antoine, or I'd have stayed back. I ain't stupid. Don't want to walk into a trap.
I'm going to try to talk to it, see if we can find a way to communicate with it.
That's not good. It didn't want to talk before.
Well, this time it will.
I'm glad to see you're so confident.
Doctor!
Who's this?
Well, hello, my dear. I'm the doctor, a friend of Antoine here.
I'm Sally. I like your hat.
And I like your scarf. I've always liked scarves. Make the outfit, don't they?
Too right.
And what prompted this appearance? You've been somewhat reluctant to help out before now.
It's all well and good sounding frustrated with me, but I can see the start of a smile from you, mister. Glad to see me.
Glad for the help, yeah. Come on, in here.
So, you met out there on the riverbank, yes?
Yeah, I had to help him. You were rubbish.
Well, that I can believe. Not your thing, eh, Antoine?
Have you got a spare torch for Sally? We're going to need all the light we can get.
Yep, pocket-sized. Just like your friend.
Thanks, dog.
He doesn't like that.
That's all right. Not as bad when it comes from Sally.
Latent favoritism.
So what exactly are we looking for?
You'll know when you see.
Wait, over there, to the left. I saw movement. What was that?
It's fine, it's just a rat. Harmless enough, so long as we don't get too close. What was...
Doctor!
It had crept up on us. Clever thing.
Didn't like the light, though. Fell right to the floor when we blinded it with it.
No, it's reacted badly last time, too.
You knew, and you didn't think to tell us. You knew how to hold this poor creature back.
I think it's dead.
Is it?
I didn't think. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill it.
I knew that.
Mercy and all that.
This human would have been on the brink of death anyway, in an excruciating pain.
Oh no. I think I know who it is. Our neighbours, the Rocksmiths. This is their butler. I saw him once. He went missing recently.
That was a man?
Sally?
Come back!
We've got to go after her. Which way did she go?
This way, I think. Look, in the mud.
Footprints.
We follow the set leading away from the sewers.
Sally? Where are you? Come to us, Sally! Doctor, you seem distracted.
Just trying to figure out what could have caused such a mutation.
Unstable energy from an irradiated dimensional rift.
Well, yes, it's a possibility. But I'm sure there are many others.
No, it is that.
No, this is ridiculous. I accept that you have a wider version of knowledge than I initially had expected, but this is too much. How can you be so sure you're right?
No need to be so tetchy. I scanned myself after my first encounter with the mutant.
Using anachronistic technology?
It's fine, nobody saw. I wanted to know what damage had been done. You know, after a scuffle in the sewers, the last thing I wanted was to catch some infection in Victorian London with their rather limited healthcare and currently absent TARDIS.
Quite a sensible course of action. So the scanner told you about the unstable energy.
And this.
I was going to ask about those gloves. Now I see why you're wearing them. Your hands. Antoine, you're mutating.
I'm aware of that.
How painful is it?
I think that's a conversation for later. Even if I put my glove back on, we won't tell Sally about this, will we?
As you wish. We shan't worry her with this.
We best go see what she wants.
Doctor!
We're here, Sally. What's up?
Look! Look at him!
Oh, my life. This is not good.
He's dead. What about it?
Any death is a bad thing, my boy. You should know this by now.
But not normally enough to make you react with such concern.
I know this man. I met him earlier. He's a policeman.
Still in his uniform.
I don't even know his name. I don't think I ever asked.
Doctor? What's wrong?
His eye. He has lost an eye. I recognize the modus operandi, you see. That's why I'm so anxious. This is the 7th eye to be stolen. And if I'm right, one more will put this city in such terrible danger.
Sit, Georgie. Sit with us.
Wow, you've really made yourselves at home. I barely recognize my dining room now.
We rearranged the furniture as we needed to.
Fair enough. So, I sit here.
Please, join us with our ritual. Versanal, Chontayatel, Riain, Barian, Umva, Fular. Versanal.
I don't recognize the language. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to join in. What were the words? Versatune tile tea? Well, that was creepy. But just a coincidence, right? I mean, the wind picking up hasn't got anything to do with their chanting, has it? Oh, this isn't funny. What's Nathaniel doing? He looks like he's gone into a trance. Oh, I see what this is. It's a trick, isn't it? I'm the punchline of some elaborate joke. Okay, enough of this. You can cut all the clichés out now. It's one thing drawing some occult circle on the floor, but now you're just mocking me. I thought you were more mature than this, that you were above such childish pranks. You can stop the chanting, Lillian. And that weird facial expression just looks silly, so you can stop that as well, Nathaniel.
We can't stop now. We've got to finish the summoning.
Jemima, come in here and bring some soapy water. We're going to get rid of this pentagram. It's only chalk. You aren't kidding, are you?
You wanted me, Georgie?
They finished.
What does that mean? What's that?
It looks like a floating spear.
I remember.
That voice. It's coming from that purple thing. Have you seen anything like this before?
A ball of purple electricity hovering in the air? Nope, this is new to me too.
What do I remember?
Hello? Hello? Who what are you?
I remember dying.
Is that a person? Some poor lost soul.
Lillian called it a summoning. They wanted to reach someone on the other side. I think they wanted to talk to their child. I think they lost their child. That's why they were so sharp with me earlier. I wonder, do you recognize anyone here with us in this room?
I do.
Can you show us who? Go to them. If I'm right, Jemima, it'll move away from us, over to the roguesmiths.
I recognize.
Georgie, it's coming for us.
I remember.
Why this time to be wrong? I think we should move away.
I can't move. I can't get away.
I remember dying. I remember fear. I remember pain. I remember...
No!
Death. Death. Death.